Welcome back to the show. We're so excited you guys are here. Today we are sharing confessions. Not ours.
Not ours. One's on the internet. You guys, it has been a day. It's actually been the last few hours.
Yeah.
We're cursed, and we actually got, this is not a joke.
This isn't a joke.
Yeah. We got cursed, a few months ago.
Like the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and things were going really bad for a second.
Okay, let me preface by saying what the curse was.
Yeah.
I come home from work one day and I go to start the shower and I pull the curtain back and it's literally full of black water.
Black water, yeah.
Black water.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Haley? And so we're like, oh my gosh, like, what did we do? Is it backed up? Maintenance comes, they clean it up. It was fine. But then.
Well, they had to work at it.
Well, they did. They did.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Yeah, they fixed it.
And then things really started to go south in both of our lives.
For example, I'm hard launching this. I got dumped. I got dumped. Don't talk to me about it. I'm sad. What else? Like, there was just a bunch of
I had
stuff.
just a lot of emotional baggage come out, and I was like, not in a good mental
I feel
place.
like something happened with my car.
There were a lot of things that were happening, and we'd be like, oh my gosh, it's literally the curse.
It's the curse, yeah.
But things have been going relatively better.
Yeah. And then last night, we were talking about the curse, and we were like, yeah, it's gone, like, we're happy. And then it came back today. Because you guys want to know what freaking happened today? So, first off, the It Girl course launches today. As you guys are listening to this, if you're listening on Sunday. So we've been working our booties off for the last few weeks, getting that ready for you guys. So we just been nonstop. So we were working, I was working my regular job, and then we were like, okay, let's go, submit our applications for a new apartment. We go to submit them, that falls through. So now we have nowhere to live, okay? And then we're like, okay, oh wait, no, my car happened first.
Yeah.
So we go to the parking garage to go get my car. I'm like, oh, I'll drive. We start my car, and it is so loud. Like, it was scary.
It was literally rumbling the car. It was terrifying.
It was scary. And I was like, okay, so long story short, someone stole my
catalytic converter.
And it's ripped out from under my car like a barbarian did it. And so now I might have to get my car totaled and get a new car. So that happened. So I'm like, we're trying to get ready to record. I'm filing a police report. I'm filing an insurance claim. I'm hungry. Kent's made dinner. Thank you, Mommy.
And then on top of that, we go to start setting up the equipment. It's not working. We were supposed to be on with a guest.
Mm-hmm.
And she was lovely.
She was lovely. And we've rescheduled with her for a different time, and we appreciate her. But the very first thing that happened was we went to go set up the lights. Both of the bulbs burned out.
Literally, that's why the lighting looks horrible.
Oh yeah, that's why we look bad.
Literally, it was like flickering, and then it just turned off. And we tried different plugs. We tried a different bulb. No, both of them are burned out.
So that happened, and then we were like, okay, well, why don't we use Ken's bedroom lamp and my bedroom lamp? My bedroom lamp, the light bulb burned out. Okay.
So, okay, long story short, nothing is working today, you guys, and it's literally a nightmare.
But we're still here. We're still here delivering content for you. And I just have one thing to say to whoever stole my catalytic converter. I will find you.
Karma exists.
It is out there, and I'm going to get you. And I feel like you should have seen the cracked windshield in 5 different places on my car and maybe realized that I needed some mercy instead of ripping out something from under my car. But you didn't. So karma will get you.
Karma will get you. We'll let the universe handle it.
Honestly.
But that's just a little summary of our day today. Hopefully it gets a little better after this. But we are excited for this episode. I have one little update for you guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's kind of in the works still. But I was offered a new job.
Yay!
And I'm going to start like at the end of the month. But I'm super, super excited. Like everything, all of my stress has literally melted away. because all of my stress was mostly like financial
As my stress is just
struggles.
beginning. No, that's good though.
Yeah, so literally I'm like, my skin looks so much better. I feel so much happier. Like it was like within minutes of them offering me the position. So
Yes. No, I love that. You deserve that
thank
position.
you.
And I know that was like a really stressful thing. So,
Very, very, very. So I'm very excited about that. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna do our obsessions and then we'll get into the episode.
okay, I'll go first. So, my obsession is I put a bunch of stuff in my cart earlier, and we're going on a little beach vacation this summer. And so I put like a bunch of bikinis in there and like just cute little summer clothes. So my obsession is that and getting to order them after we finish recording.
I'm so excited about that too. I was looking on Amazon and then I was like, this is kind of pricey. It's kind of adding up. So
I
where did
know.
I go? Shein.
Okay, I was not going to expose us.
No, and I don't remember the last time I shopped on Shein, but like their bikinis are so
Cute.
cheap and cute.
Yeah,
And I'm like, hey, I can't afford to spend $40 on either a
I
top or a bottom
know.
at
I
Target for
know.
one. I can't do that.
I know because I was looking at them too on Amazon and I was like,
And
ugh.
also like swimsuits nowadays, like they literally just last one summer.
Yeah, but like, so I have a bunch of like old Shein swimsuits and like, okay, at this stage in life, it's like really just for tanning, you know?
Yeah.
Um, you're not like wearing it out like in the pool all summer. But I have Shein swimsuits from years ago that like I still use, and I just get to like switch them out because they lasted because I'm
That's
not wearing
true.
them all the
Maybe
time.
that's my problem. Like I don't have enough swimsuits to like switch them out. Like I just wear the same couple.
Yeah.
So maybe that's my problem. But yeah, catch us on the beach this summer.
Yeah.
Super excited. And it's my birthday month. It's Gemini
Yay.
season. Well, it's been Gemini season. It's June Gemini season.
Our queen has her birthday this month.
Okay, so my obsession is decluttering and like a late spring cleaning. And that's including everything. Like I just went and cleaned out my phone. I deleted
Hmm.
old apps. I still have to go through like my voicemails and my messages and things like that, my notes.
Wow.
But I reorganized my home screen and um our youngest sibling helped me clean out my closet yesterday and helped me to let go of things in a brutally honest way.
But it was the best thing
It
for you.
was. That's what I asked. I was like, I need help because I'm just holding on to things that I'm never gonna wear.
Yeah.
So took it to Goodwill. I feel good.
Did you take it?
It's in my car, but it's out of the house.
No. Yeah, I'm happy about that for you. I did that with my closet. Like I think we talked about that.
Mhm.
Like a few months ago. But yeah, like it's just so easy to accumulate stuff.
It is, and I'm realizing too. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have to start wearing business casual. I'm gonna have to shop again.
Uh-oh. Well, that's exciting, but also like, yeah, like you needed to clean out
Yeah,
your
yeah.
closet.
So okay,
Well, let's get into the confessions. So, like we said, we found these on Reddit.
yeah.
Okay. So these are just people's little confessions. Also just to preface, this is a little bit more
PG
inappropriate. Oh,
13 than we usually talk, and it's not like vulgar or anything, but like some of them are about
sex
sex.
and whatever. So, yeah, if you don't want to listen to that, don't listen, but you've been warned. Okay, the first confession. I fantasize about Zeus coming down and temporarily turning me into a woman so that he can bang me. I think you should explore those feelings about being turned into a woman.
I think you should explore the feelings about all of this. Like
Yeah,
maybe you have a fantasy,
yeah. Yeah, maybe you work with your partner and like do some sort of little like role
like
play.
Greek mythology role play.
Yeah, like
Who
get
knows?
Daddy Zeus. Yeah, okay.
Okay, this turns into an advice episode.
You were like,
Hmm. Okay. My now ex girlfriend confessed to having to wipe my butt after I drunkenly took a dump during post 21st birthday shenanigans. Amuses me now, but I was embarrassed for a long time after. Okay, that's a whole different level. Like,
uh,
if you are getting so intoxicated to
that you
that
can't wipe
level,
your butt.
that's bad. You need help.
I'm just wondering, like, he definitely didn't go in the bathroom because he would have
Ew.
wiped.
I don't
Like,
know.
she would have to go in there.
Maybe he fell asleep on the toilet or something.
No.
That
Ew.
is
Okay,
disgusting.
either way, it's gross. And honestly, she should have gotten the ick and left.
Yeah, right?
Like, honestly. Props to her for not leaving.
She stuck it out.
Ew, that's
That's
gross.
disgusting. It's a gross image.
That's like only something that you should do if your partner or like someone you love and care about is like sick and can't do it themselves physically.
Yeah, if that was me, I
I
would
would
have
be like, have a
left.
crusty butt.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross. Okay, the next one. I used to think dildos were a hostess product, like ding dongs or ho hos. When I was younger, I overheard the older kids saying dildo a couple times at lunch. They were whispering and giggling. For years, I couldn't figure out what was so funny and secretive about snack cakes.
That's funny. I feel like we've all had that moment where something clicks for you when you're an adult or
Hmm.
when you're older and you're like, that's what that
Yeah, you're like,
means. Or like, that's what that
oh.
is referencing.
Hmm.
So that's kind of relatable.
Yeah. Also, like, okay, random that, like, the kids, like, they probably thought they were so cool for, like, talking about that at
Right?
lunch. But it's like,
No.
no. That's funny.
I posted fake jobs on the internet so I could build my own resume. When I was 19 to 20 years old, I was looking for jobs and could not find any, and people would tell me to build a nice resume. The problem was, I did not know how to do it, so I posted fake jobs on the internet and would get resumes. I used those resumes to build my own using the skills that I liked on their resumes. I could also tell who was competing with me for those jobs that I posted. I feel bad for those people that thought it was genuine and applied. I am older now and have a nice job. Those resumes truly did help me build my career.
Why don't you just look
That's so
up resume
right.
examples?
Right? I'm like, you had access to the internet. So
Yeah.
literally, Microsoft Word has templates for you. Come on. That's
Uh-huh.
low. When they go low,
I
I
go
go
lower.
lower.
No, but seriously, like, imagine someone's like, this is an amazing job opportunity. I'm applying. And you're just
Literally.
literally copying their resume. Like, what?
It's horrible.
Honestly, that person needs to be ashamed of them. Just kidding. Just kidding. That I was gonna say Loki, that's a good idea, but
Well, I was
that's
gonna
like way
play
more
devil's
work.
advocate. No, that actually is way more
It's
work.
way
Let's
more
be
work.
honest. Like,
Yeah.
go to a workshop. There's so many resume writing workshops.
Right.
Go on YouTube. What was I gonna say about
You
that?
said you were gonna play devil's advocate.
Oh, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Well,
I'm so
I had
sorry.
an ounce of sympathy for this person, and it's gone.
It wasn't meant to be. All right. Boyfriend won't stop doing the Mickey Mouse voice during sex. I'm leaving him. I, 27 female, just discovered a ring box in my boyfriend's, 29 male, nightstand, and I think he's planning on proposing to me. I'm just thinking of dumping him. This all began 3 years ago when me and my boyfriend became intimate for the first time. We were fooling around. No, no, not during the first time. We were fooling around, and when he finished, he did the Mickey Mouse laugh.
No. I'm trying to picture this.
At first, I thought I misheard him or that it was some sort of joke, so I didn't bother mentioning it. For the next few times, he didn't do anything, so I thought it was a one-time thing. But then he made the mistake of suggesting to spice things up in the bedroom. He only talks to me in the Mickey Mouse voice during sex. He moans in a Mickey Mouse voice. He calls me princess in a Mickey Mouse
No.
voice, and I don't think I can take it anymore. Our bedroom time has always been limited as we both work very demanding jobs, and our libido, is that how you say it? And our libido isn't specifically high. So I thought I could just overlook this aspect of our relationship since he is overall a great guy in all other aspects. Now that I found the engagement ring in his nightstand, I think I'm going to call it quits. I don't think I can take the Mickey Mouse voice for the rest of my sex life.
There are so many layers to this. If it was me, I would have done the same thing the first time. I would have been like, okay, that was
Yeah, but like
weird, but
ignore.
like, let's kind of see where this goes.
Yeah.
But girl, you've been together 3 years. Like,
I-
have you tried to have a conversation?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that she should just leave him
I don't
because
either.
that like 3 years, and if they're serious enough where like
He's gonna
yeah,
propose.
he's gonna propose. Like, I feel like that's kind of on her to be like, because like if okay, if I had been doing something for 3 years, I would assume that they liked it if they didn't say
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
So even if it's like 3 years at that point, she just needs to say, "Look, you've got to stop."
Really. Like when I said spice things up, that's not what I meant.
Right? I feel like it's kind of on her.
After 3 years, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's something you bring up immediately. If
Mhm.
that happened, I literally would shut down and I'd be like, "Okay, we're done and we're discussing this."
Mhm. Yeah.
Ew, the laugh.
I. How do you moan in a Mickey Mouse voice?
I don't
Okay.
and I don't want to
I don't
think
want to
about
think
it
about it,
anymore.
but yeah, no, I think she needs to say something.
I do too.
I hope you didn't get broken up with. Breaking.
Without a reason. Because, like, she said things are going relatively well. Like, it's a long term relationship. Everyone has problems. But
But imagine she's like, I'm breaking up with you, and he's like, why? And she's like, the Mickey Mouse voice. If I was him and that was the case, I would be like, why didn't you say something?
yeah, that's such a hard
That's
situation.
rough. That is rough. We're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsor, BetterHelp.
It's 2023, and it's time to really prioritize our mental health this year. No matter where you are in life, everyone can benefit from therapy. Whether you need to work through trauma or just need a safe person to talk to, BetterHelp is here for you.
BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy service. Get matched with a professional licensed therapist in your state who you can trust.
BetterHelp has options to communicate with your therapist via chat, email, or video, and you can message them at any time to get help.
BetterHelp is giving our listeners 10% off if you sign up using the link in our show notes.
If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, relationships, trauma, grief, or just need someone to talk to, try BetterHelp today by clicking the link in our show notes or go to betterhelp.com/RTAFpod to get 10% off today. Okay, next. My aunt had cancer and she knew she was going to die soon. She knew it would probably be in less than a week. She couldn't eat and drinking was hard. She wanted to be sedated heavily for the last few days because this whole dying thing sucks and I've had more than enough.
Mm.
So, fair enough, a doctor is called up, a plan is made and carried out. The last thing my aunt said before going under for the rest of her life was, "Ah, I can see the stars. They're sweet and run carefree. Gather them up." And that's when she went under. She died 3 days later. Nobody knows what she meant, but somehow those last words fit her. So, my uncle, her husband, got them tattooed on his chest over his heart.
That is sweet. What like poetic words to say
I
at the
know,
end.
but I don't know, like working in hospice, that like rings different for me. But I'm like, that
Um,
is very, very sweet.
yeah.
Like she was saying heaven in my mind.
Aww.
Okay, so then this person also continued and said, "Here's a bad thing. My other uncle had been in a car accident. It was bad. In the ambulance on the way to the hospital, he said, 'Tell my wife that Wendy is my daughter and I love her.' Name change for privacy. He died a few minutes later because of internal bleeding. Wendy was the neighbor's then 5-year-old child.
Who was married to the aunt?
So
Oh
this
wait,
is
the
the
aunt and the uncle are
this is the
unrelated.
commenter's uncle.
But the one who died
No,
of
this is
cancer.
a different. Same family, but different uncle.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, different
different
situation.
relationship.
Okay, so the first one was like a sweet
Yeah.
confession. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So he was actually the dad of the neighbor's kid.
I don't know if he should have said that.
I know. It said he
Because
died,
but
and he wanted to get it off his chest.
yeah, but like then he says tell my wife. So then a doctor has to say, "Oh, by the way, your husband died. Also, he wanted us to tell you that he had an affair and had a
Yeah,
kid."
no, I know actually.
So I don't think he should have said.
That's really hard. I don't know what it's like. I imagine when you're on your deathbed, you want to go out clean, I guess,
Yeah,
and not have like any secrets kept. But that's horrible because
that's sad.
you're the one leaving this earth and then your family has to
Has to
pick up
deal with
those
it.
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really that fair.
And like as the wife, it would be like, okay, well, I feel bad this kid doesn't have a dad. Like it's like
Right?
so much.
Right?
Uh,
And then you're also grieving at the same time.
and you got cheated on.
Yeah.
That's sad. I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Poor poor girl. But the hospice or not hospice, but the cancer patient. That was sweet.
Yeah, that was really
If I
sweet.
was ever in that situation and I like same type of thing, yeah, I would just want to be put out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. I had a hospice patient who asked everyone, "Is it December 13th?" Since mid-November, she had been asking this. We'd hear this question multiple times every day and just assumed it was a family member's birthday or something. December 13th finally rolls around and that's the day she died.
That's
That's kind
crazy.
of
It's
scary.
ominous.
Wow. Like, I wonder what she was waiting for.
I do too.
Because she was obviously waiting for something.
I do too. And I remember patients that would just be hanging on and we're like, for what? Like
But
your
there's
all your family
something.
has come. You know, it's like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I was the mistress in a marriage. The guy was an old boyfriend from high school. We dated off and on. When we were off, he would date this girl, Kelly, and when we broke up for the final time, he went and married her. Almost a year after we broke up, I was back in town on summer break from college and ran into him at my summer job. He gave me this sob story about how Kelly wanted a divorce and was taking his kid from him. I, stupidly, believed him. We exchanged numbers and started talking daily.
Oh
He
no.
invited me over to his apartment, showed me his divorce paperwork, and ultimately things got sexual for a couple weeks. One day I swung by to pick up a pair of earrings I'd forgotten the day before. His best friend from high school answered the door. I asked if the guy was around. Best friend said no, why would he be here? Turned out the guy was actually house sitting for his best friend. It wasn't his apartment. The best friend also informed me that the guy and his wife were in the process of buying a house and their marriage was fine. I was livid and disgusted. I went to work the following day and in walks Kelly. I ask her what she's doing later that night and if she's available to talk. We meet up after I get off and I lay it all out for her. She teared up a bit, but ultimately she was pissed. She gives me their address and tells me to show up there unannounced the next day. I do, and the guy is white as a sheet trying to get me to leave. Kelly shows up and they end up in a screaming match. So the guy ended up getting divorced and settled with a chunk of child support because his wife informed the right people about his pot plants. None of us talk anymore. When I think about it, I have to shower at least twice. That took
Men
a turn.
some men are actually sick.
No,
For him
literally.
to go through all of those lengths to like get
Like
divorce
fake divorce
papers, yeah,
papers.
like that's sad. I feel bad for her, but I'm glad that the girls like teamed up.
Yep, I was gonna say that. Like, we love when you're mad at the guy. Like, why is it ever the other woman's fault? And,
No.
in rare cases, very rare.
Well, no, there's still a lot of women that are like knowingly mistresses.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So like it would be their fault
But, like,
in that case.
typically, it's like the guy is cheating, and then one girl tells the other one,
Hmm.
and then sometimes they get mad at each other.
Yeah.
When in reality, you should be mad at the guy.
Right. Yeah. I'm glad they banded
That's
together, but honestly,
crazy.
that's
Same.
sad.
It is really sad. But it's better to know,
It no,
I
it is
think.
better to know, especially if they were about to buy a house.
Yeah,
That would have
that's
been
crazy.
crazy. Okay, next one. I was young, 19. I had been with a girl for a year when my parents decided I needed to pay rent. So I found a roommate and got an apartment. Day 1, I go to the office to turn in my walkthrough paperwork. The girl in the office made my heart skip. She made me a believer in the idea of love at first sight. Aw. She moved in across the apart She moved in across from my apartment a couple weeks later and we started to hang out. One night we slept together. The next day I broke up with my girlfriend. Me and the new girl talked and we both wanted to be together. She moved in with me a month later. That was 17 years ago. She's currently asleep upstairs next to our daughter.
Isn't that
Okay,
cute?
another cheater. So that's trash.
Oh.
Cuz he said that
I
after
didn't pick up on that.
yeah, after the day after he slept with her,
Oh,
he broke up
come
with his
on.
girlfriend.
Okay. No, that is horrible. I'm glad he broke up with her the next day, though, and didn't prolong anything.
Mhm.
And that's obviously like they were meant to be.
Well, and he said it made him believe in love at first
Yeah,
sight.
that's so cute.
That's cute. You know what? People make stupid decisions sometimes when they're young. Me being 21. Um, and so like, I mean, you can't hold a mistake against someone for the rest of their life unless it's like murder or like something, you know?
Yeah,
But, like you can't hold some things against someone for the rest of their life. Like you have to allow them to get better. And obviously, if he's been with his wife for 17 years and he's like so in love with her based off this, I'm assuming he hasn't cheated on
that's
her.
really, really cute.
Yeah, that is cute. Asleep next to our daughter.
Yeah, that made
Mm.
me believe in love.
Well, he cheated.
I know, but you just said we're not holding this mistake against him.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, it
Because
is
it
hard.
obviously was meant to be. That was his path.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, if you're watching, don't blame us for the lighting. It's the curse. Hopefully the curse doesn't come for you. And stay safe out there.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Follow us on socials, which are in the show notes.
Bye, everyone.